Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here, and I hope all of you guys are having a good morning, evening, wherever you guys are from. And today we're going to be talking about the top 3 biggest problems that Bitcoin has in our modern day, and I can promise you they're probably not what you think they are. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for the video, and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this list, because this was just published by Forbes not too long ago, and it was not what I expected it to be, to say the least. So jumping into some of these problems, they really divide this up into 3 different areas, and although they do talk about more than one area in this article, we're going to be covering the 3 main articles as well as the little extra section that they have down in here. So breaking this down, guys, the first problem that they say Bitcoin has that is preventing it from mainstream adoption is down here. So let's go ahead and start reading into this. They said there are 3 top reasons, but the utmost first one is that people do not trust Bitcoin. Now, I think that this one is a little bit of a silly reason, and as we continue to read down here, most people do not understand the digital currency and only see Bitcoin as an erratic price movement, and a lack of understanding coupled with people's radical price swings, which creates a negative environment for adoption. Now, this is kind of understanding because we know that it is one of the most volatile markets, if not the most volatile market, and although it has been slow in the recent days and in the recent months, it is for the most part one of the fastest moving markets, which creates a lot of potential, but also it creates a great opportunity for loss. And so I think that this one probably makes more sense than the other 2, because the other 2 I think are personally really silly, but this one does kind of make sense because a lot of people are hurt from this market, and a lot of people have been injured and they're not able to trade it well, and the losses are so heavy hitting because of just how fast it can move up and down. So although there is a great opportunity for reward, there is also a great opportunity for risk and even loss. And so that explains why people are kind of scared of this mainstream adoption, because of how radical the price movement is. But a solution to this problem is simply just getting a higher market cap for cryptocurrency. One of the greatest reasons as to why it moves so much is because of the fact that it has such a low market cap in its current state, especially in some of the altcoins. And that's why you see the altcoins move more than Bitcoin being the main coin or the father coin, because of the fact that the altcoins have a lower market cap in its entirety than Bitcoin. And so since Bitcoin has a higher total market cap, it moves slower and it moves less. And the same thing goes with the altcoins. Because they're lower, they move faster and they move more. That's why when you saw the crash happen, some of them lost significantly more of their value than Bitcoin. And they also were able to go, anywhere from 5, 10, some of them even up to 15 and 25 times their worth when the bull market happened in 2017. So I think an easy solution for this is just having a higher market cap for these cryptocurrencies. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but I believe that will come with time. So moving into number 2, this is where things really start picking up, and I think that the idea that this is Bitcoin's fault and this is what's holding Bitcoin back is a little bit silly, because they were talking about how this is decentralized in nature, and that's what enchants people, and that's what gets them so excited. But they say 2 out of the 3 biggest problems are actually centralized problems. So let's go ahead and dive into this. The first one is the ICO world. They said, so are the high-profile scams in the ICO market, which incites fear and even among Bitcoin enthusiasts. Bitcoin's biggest problem at this point is that it is generally public and unfairly associates itself with ICO scams. Now, this is ridiculous. I think ICO scams are a centralized problem, not a decentralized problem, so I don't know why this... I mean, I understand why it has a negative connotation when it comes to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, because people can kind of associate the 2 and say, okay, well, if they're both in the world of cryptocurrency and this one's getting scammed, then, Bitcoin could be a scam, or just the general idea of people getting scammed within this community puts out a bad name. But to say that the ICO markets and the scams that happen with them directly are a decentralized problem to do with Bitcoin is absolutely ridiculous, because this is a centralized problem. It is people creating a cryptocurrency with the intent of creating an exit scam just to take people's money. That is a centralized problem. People are centralized putting their money onto these ICOs in a centralized method so that it can get stolen. Again, this is the people stealing the money through a centralized platform, and that is where the problem comes in here. So I don't see this as a decentralized or a problem with Bitcoin, but more so the problem with people and being a centralized form to a decentralized solution. So Moving into our number 3 slot, this is where things really start picking up because they say, meanwhile, the digital currency cannot escape from hacks, which magnify them and multiply those fears. Bitcoin is not able to escape hacking, and theft continues to be on the rise, which seems to occur daily. So this one, I think, is absolutely ludicrous. I look at this and I read this, and if you guys know anything about the cryptocurrency hacks, the majority of these hacks are done from exchanges and centralized platforms. So if you guys don't know, exchanges, unless they are a DEX or a decentralized exchange, they are almost all of the exchanges that we have right now: Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. Like 99% of the exchanges that you use, they are centralized exchanges, which means that you are putting your decentralized token onto a centralized exchange. So people can hack the exchange without necessarily hacking the token. And so what they do is they just hack into the exchange and take the money out because it's a centralized organization. It is a centralized platform. So unless you're using like a privacy wallet, like something like a NanoLedger S, there's a reason why you don't see NanoLedger S's, or I think it's a Treasure Wallet, that are ever being hacked left and right? So if you buy it directly from the manufacturer and it's not tampered with, the odds are like 1 in a trillion or something like that, that it's not going to get hacked. But if you put your thing onto a centralized exchange, which again, cryptocurrency is not supposed to be on in the first place, then it can be hacked. Or if you buy your wallet from someone who's previously owned it, they can tamper with it and then you can get hacked that way. And so that's where you're seeing all of these hackings come from, is again the same problem with they're saying that it's decentralized, but it's not. And so all of these hackings that are occurring, like the large majority of these cryptocurrency hacks that are being stolen from people are from people putting their money into a centralized place or somewhere that could have easily been tampered with beforehand before they put their money in, and then they're getting scammed from there. And they're saying, well, I thought that this was on the blockchain and I thought this was unscammable. And that is one of the hardest things with this, is that people think that they put their, just because they own cryptocurrency, everything is decentralized. And that's really not how it works. And people are still, the large majority of cryptocurrency is still being circulated through centralized platforms. Again, Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, Robinhood, because you can buy cryptocurrency on there now. They're all centralized exchanges. Now, Binance and some other people are trying to create and make more public the idea of decentralized exchanges so that this can't happen anymore. And I think that that would be great. But a lot of this comes down to, this is not a Bitcoin centralization issue, but more so the fact that a lot of these problems are rooting themselves from centralized methods that are direct or that are indirectly impacting Bitcoin's price action. So those are my answers to this, and I'll link this article down in the comments, in the description down below, because there is more that they talk about in here. But for the sake of time and for the sake of the video, I do want to keep this relatively short. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of this? Do you guys think that these are really viable solutions or viable problems with Bitcoin? I personally think the first one's understandable, but I think the other two are kind of crazy, kind of pushing my boundaries. But I want to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this? But until next time, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one.